Hey everyone, I'm Olly PIke, and in today's OllyVlog I'm going to be telling you about 5 books which are useful when it comes to teaching about equality and diversity. Now, before we get to it, make sure you are subscribed to this channel by clicking the subscribe button, surprisingly, below. And also make sure you click the little bell button next to it, because that way you'll turn on notifications and you won't miss anything. Also, stay tuned till the end of this video for a cool announcement. Right, I'll start with this. From Prejudice to Pride, a history of the LGBTQ+ movement by Amy Lame. And this is a must-have for any children's book collection. Not only does it start by simply explaining the acronym, what LGBTQ+ means, but it goes on to talk about the history of our community. It talks about being LGBTQ+ in ancient times. It also talks about hate crime, politics, equal marriage, the Stonewall riots. It looks at historical figures, people like Harvey Milk. There's just so much information in here, and what's really great about it is it's not even just for kids. If you're an adult that wants to know more, this is a really, really great guide. So I highly recommend this. I've put my crown on for this next one because this is What Does a Princess Really Look Like by Mark Lowen. Now, I'm really lucky because sometimes I get sent books to look over or review, and Mark kindly sent me this book to feature on my channel, so thanks Mark. And I really like this book. It's about Chloe. Chloe has 2 dads. That's not what the story's about. She just happens to have 2 dads, which is great. The story's actually about Chloe. She's drawing this picture of a princess, and the book kind of discusses what important qualities this princess needs other than just being pretty, which is a really great message. Also, this book talks about how it's okay when things aren't perfect, which is another great message as well. So I definitely recommend this, even just for the really cute pictures, because I think the style of these pictures are really original and cute. So check this one out. Moving on, Boy Meets Hamster by Birdie Milano. This is a slightly older read, but this is incredibly funny. And I actually went to the book launch for this book. This is a signed copy. Check that out. I also provided a quote for this book, which I'll read for you now. I can't remember what I said, but I'm pretty sure I still agree with it. I said, so Boy Meets Hamster wonderfully and simply utilizes being gay in what is a terrifically comedic and diverse story. A book I wish I could give to teenage me. Yep, I still agree with that. It just so simply talks about being gay in not a big deal kind of way, but it's also kind of a bit of a romance story, and the way she writes literally made me laugh out loud. So I think lots of young people will really enjoy this book, and I love the way she addresses other issues of equality as well. Teenage me would have really appreciated a book like this because well, I don't think I've ever seen a book like this really aimed at that age. This is the first one I've come across. It's also got some really cute stuff about a hamster in, and who doesn't love hamsters? No one. And now it's time for the People Awards by Lily Murray. This is a super cute book, and it's made up of 50 real life people who have done something awesome for the world. Like, it might be something musical or sports related or scientific, or they're like a humanitarian, or have saved people, or have been an activist or a trailblazer. And what's really wonderful is like so many diverse people in here of all different races, colours and cultures. Sometimes I get a bit worried when I see a book like this because I'm like, oh, that looks really cute, but is it going to be, inclusive of LGBT+ people? I'm pleased to say this features Ellen DeGeneres in it, which is wonderful. It talks about her life and her career and how she faced discrimination. So there's a nice little section on that. The only thing I feel this book is possibly lacking is a trans person. It would have been nice to see a trans person represented in this book because that's such an important topic at the moment. However, I understand it must have been really hard just selecting 50 people who've done incredible things to feature in this book, because so many people have done incredible things. There are a few gender non-conforming people in there, so that's great as well. And I think you deserve an award for this book. Well done. And now for something different. No Outsiders in Our School, teaching the Equality Act in primary schools. And this is actually by my friend Andrew Moffat. And this is basically a guide for primary school teachers which helps them to deliver the objectives outlined by the 2010 Equality Act. And I just want to read you a little bit from the back. This resource provides teachers with a curriculum that promotes equality for all sections of the community. But more than that, The resource aims to bring children and parents on board from the start so that children leave primary school happy and excited about living in a community full of difference and diversity. And that's what I really like about this, is that it's not just focused on, one element of the Equality Act. It's not just focused on the LGBT, but all their protected characteristics and how everyone can be united. It's really useful as well because it has some lesson plans, it has little tips for things you can put up around your school, and helps you to create a school ethos as well. So this is really fantastic, particularly if you are a primary school teacher. So they were 5 inclusive books which I think will be really useful for helping to teach about equality and diversity. And if you're going to check out any books, make sure you check out my ones from popandolly.com/shop. They are LGBT+ inclusive fairy tales, so make sure you take a look at them. And I just want to do a little shout out to Natalie Savage, who kindly sent me her book, Henrietta Heartbeat. Now this is a book designed to teach children about kindness, and the book promotes how it's cool to be kind. This book is basically one long poem, which is awesome. And Natalie has also got another book coming out later this year called Henry Heartbeat, which is on similar themes, so make sure you check that one out too. So my exciting news, I have launched a Pop and Olly Patreon page, which means you can help me to continue creating LGBT+ inclusive content for children on this channel. Yep, you can become an official Pop and Olly pal by going to patreon.com/popandolly. In doing so, you are not only helping me to continue my work, but you will receive some really cool rewards and bonuses like group chat, one-on-one chat with me, a donation of books which we'll send to a school or library of your choice every month, or maybe you'll go for the option where I draw you and turn you into an official Pop and Olly character. That's a cool one. So make sure you check out all of those reward tiers, and I look forward to all of you becoming a Patreon of Pop and Olly and helping me with my mission. And that is it for this OllyVlog. I hope you liked it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.